Hello beautiful souls, I trust you are all doing super well today. Workouts, how do we feel about working out? Personally, there was a time, majority of my life in fact, where I absolutely hated even the thought of exercising. We're going to go all the way back to when I was a little sprightly little grasshopper in school. I still am a sprightly little grasshopper. I don't know why I'm saying when I was. Bear with, because there is a reason why I'm going this far back. When I was at school, PE classes were torture. It was all about playing hockey in the rain. It was about playing football in the cold, so that when a football hit you in the face, it really fucking hurt. It was about running like around the series of connected football pitches that were at my school. I think there was like 3 of them. We had to run around the entire thing. In any weather, just running around this thing, like round. And, you know, if you got a stitch and you felt like you were going to throw up, the teacher would, you know, blow the whistle and like, no, you keep running, keep moving, come on, the clock's ticking, I'm timing you. And I'm just thinking, I don't give a fuck. I'm not enjoying this. I don't like this at all. And honestly, I don't really understand even why I'm doing it. You know, I feel pretty good. I'm not overweight, right? Like I don't need this. I have many memories of PE classes at school where I actually started to kind of enjoy it a little bit, and then the teacher would just ruin it for me. One example was we were playing badminton. We were being taught how to play badminton, and I used to play badminton with my family when we would go on holiday. It was just I don't know why I don't know why it was the only time we ever played badminton, but my dad would always bring like the shuttlecocks and the badminton rackets whenever we went to France. And then he would set up the net and he'd be like, come on, let's play some badminton. And like, we never play badminton, but whatever, right? We played it and it was fun and I was quite good at it. So when we were playing badminton at school, I was like, yes, finally, this is something I can do and I actually kind of like. We were being told to just kind of bat the shuttlecock, like, you know, sort of a keepy-uppy kind of thing, right? And my friend and I moved over to the nets because we both played badminton and we knew how to play it. So we moved over to one of the nets and we started to do a volley. And we were cracking it out. It was really good. And the teacher came over and told us off told us to stop. No, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be doing this. And it just killed it for me. I don't think I ever played badminton ever again after that. So PE classes, the teachers just killed any kind of enjoyment that I may have ever had for any kind of exercise. We were never taught how, good diet, why exercise is good for your body. You know, we were never taught about body sculpting. We were never taught about yoga. We were never taught. It was always sports. All of it was all sports. And I knew from a very young age that I just don't enjoy sports. Badminton, sure. A little bit of tennis, maybe. But the hardcore sports like rugby, football, rounders, as it were, or baseball if you're in America. Hockey, like field hockey, basketball, netball, like sports like that, I've never enjoyed them. I don't enjoy watching people play them. I don't enjoy playing them myself. I'm not a sports person. I don't have that mentality. I'm not competitive. I don't like it. I just don't like it. And so PE classes was like, oh, now we're going to go and play some sports. It was never about fitness. It was never about taking care of your body. It was never about being healthy. And so my young mind took all of these elements of PE classes that I didn't like and then took, exercise and fitness, right, which were actually separate from those things. But because that was my first introduction to exercise and fitness was through sport, It made me just dislike all of it. It made my brain just amalgamate all of them together and go, all of this thing, exercise, fitness and sport, I don't like it. So I'm going to put it over there, hate it. So of course, then leaving school, becoming a young adult, I never engaged in any kind of exercise. I've always been roughly a UK size 10. I've always had a little bit extra, but I've never been really overweight. So I've always had extra, I've always had a tummy. Always, ever since I was a little bit chubbier as a child, but as I grew into a teenager and then a young adult, I just kind of, the tummy bit never really went away. And I've always had a butt. Obviously, everyone has a butt. But I've always had like a booty. But fat, not toned. It's always been just this big, flat thing at the bottom of my spine. And I think because I've never been overweight, I've never thought to myself, oh, I'm gonna engage in some exercise, I'm gonna go to a gym, or I'm gonna start running. About 18 months ago, I moved in with a guy I was dating at the time, and he used to order in fast food about 5 times a week. I've been vegan and dairy free, obviously. I've been vegan since about 2016, 2017-ish. I've pretty much stayed away from fast food. I mean, I've eaten fast food, right? Don't get me wrong, I'm not a saint, right? I would eat fast food, but maybe twice a month, not several times in a week. So when I moved into his house, I felt a little bit weird about cooking for myself, like cooking healthy stuff in his kitchen, even though I lived there now. I don't know, it took me a while to kind of adjust to that. So when he ordered fast food, I would order fast food as well. So I was eating fast food like 4 or 5 times a week. And obviously, during that time, I gained weight. I went up about 2 dress sizes. So I went from a UK size 10 to a UK size 14. So when I moved into where I am now, I realised that I don't fit into a lot of my jeans. Like, I can't even get them over my hips, let alone doing them up. This was a huge wake-up call to me. I was like, damn, Alice. We gotta stop with the fast food. So I cut out the fast food, and now I've reduced it to like maybe 2 or 3 times in a month. I do like fast food. I really love Nando's and I like Chinese food and I like pizza. So, I'm not perfect, right? I do indulge, and this is the human experience after all. We're here to enjoy ourselves as well as to learn lessons. But one of the lessons I have learned is that I need to fucking not let myself get fat. So I started to do home workouts. I thought, I'm not, during the pandemic, going to the gym wasn't an option. So I started to look around on YouTube and I found some home workouts. This was about a year ago now. And I noticed that my body shape didn't change and I wasn't losing any weight. But something very, very important was happening to me in my brain. Now when I look back, I can see that what I was doing was I was undoing the damage that my PE teachers had done back in school. I was beginning to separate sport from fitness. If I had found Chloe's workouts prior to doing any kind of home workouts, I would have looked at what she was doing and I would have gone, nah fam, I can't do that. I'm not physically capable of doing that. I needed to do those home workouts to undo the damage my PE teachers had done, so I could separate sport from fitness, so I could understand that fitness was a thing that could be done on its own, and that it could be fun, and that it could make you feel good. So I'm infinitely grateful for getting a little bit fat because it's led me to where I'm at now. I'd been doing these home workouts for about a year. They were different workouts, they were like 20 to 40 minutes long, different personal trainers, different fitness instructors, different whatevers, right? All different creators. They had gotten me to the point where my body was fit enough to be able to complete the videos. Because when I first started, I would get 10 minutes into it and I would be heaving for breath, and I'd feel sick and dizzy and lightheaded, and I wouldn't be able to finish the exercises. So over the course of a year, I had gradually built up my stamina. So I realized after a year, I compared, I did a side-by-side photos and noticed that nothing had changed. So I thought, well, I'm not challenging myself enough. I need to be doing something that's more challenging for my body. And I found Chloe Ting. I thought, well, I am going to go on her website, I'm going to make an account, and I'm going to do one of her challenges. So her Get Toned challenge came out 2 days after I made an account, so I waited for it to be released. And this was my journey. The first thing to do, of course, was to document the shape that I was in before I started. And take my measurements. So my bust 36, 33 narrowest part of my waist, 39 widest part of my belly, 40 hips, 24 right thigh, and 26 left thigh. Okay, so today is day one of Chloe Ting's Get Toned challenge, and I'm feeling really positive about it. I'm really excited to get started. I've actually not worked out for about a week because I've hurt my neck. I've done something to this muscle right here, and I'm not sure what I did to injure myself, but I've laid off the workouts until I've felt better, and today I'm at 50% of the pain level that I was at yesterday. So I thought we would start the challenge today, and I'll just take it steady, and I'll probably not put my all into this workout today because we don't get a rest day until day 4, and I don't want to further injure myself, so we'll just take this one steady, I think, and increase in intensity as my neck feels better. But with that being said, let's get started. Let's go. Fucking hell. I'm watching this on piece of cake, and I'm finding it surprisingly hard. My legs hurt so much. Fucking hell, dude. Fuck off. Alright, so we just did the... Fuck, I'm sweating so much. We just did the first part. I think there's one more part to go. Wait a second. I can't even hold my camera up to my face. Dude, that was really challenging. I haven't worked out in a week, so I knew that I was going to struggle a little bit, and I was just going to feel sore, that I just would need to push through it. I knew that was a thing that was going to happen. So I knew this was going to be a challenge. But she is in such good shape, and I know that sounds dumb because obviously she's in really good shape because she's doing fitness videos to help other people to get into shape. The exercise, like the things that her body is capable of doing is just insane. And I watched through the videos just to see if it was something that I thought I was even capable of doing. I was like, yeah, I can smash that. I can smash that out, no problem. And I honestly struggled to finish that workout. So I'm really looking forward to, you know, in a week's time when I've been doing this every day, to be able to just smash it out. To actually just smash it out. Because today was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 5. I had my rest day yesterday and my body is just feeling beautifully glowy today, and I am definitely ready for today's workout. I can't say that I've noticed any kind of difference just yet, but you know, we're only on day 5. We've only had 3 workouts, so I wouldn't expect to really see any kind of difference for another week or 2 probably yet. But yeah, I'm excited for today's workout, so let's do it. Okay, so here we are 2 weeks in, so we're at the halfway point. Today is day 15, yesterday was a rest day, and I thought I would just measure myself just to see, you know, where I'm at. Disappointingly, I am the same measurements as I was 2 weeks ago. Apart from my legs, which for some reason my left leg has gained a couple of inches and my right leg has lost 1 inch. There's two things really. I've noticed that these workouts have been really working my legs. They've been, you know, the exercises are working my whole body obviously, but I feel like my legs are benefiting more than the rest of my body, like so far. Also, I don't know how true this is, maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better. but I've heard that when you change your diet, and the way that you take care of your body, so exercising when perhaps you weren't used to doing it. Obviously I was, but I thought I was really pushing myself, and I thought I was working out really hard, and actually I don't think I was challenging myself enough. I've heard that, like I say, when you change your diet and stuff, like nothing happens. Nothing happens to your body for a little while, almost whilst it adjusts, and then suddenly weight drops off, muscle builds, and it's not overnight, obviously, but it does take longer than a couple of weeks to really see any changes. This is what I've heard. Even like as I'm talking, I've got my hand on my stomach. I've got my hand like here, and this feels really solid. Like there's muscle under there where there really wasn't before. That was like really soft and squishy, and now it isn't. My butt definitely feels smaller, and my thighs feel smaller, even though technically one of them is smaller and one of them is bigger than it was. But I'll take that inch. I'll take that 1 inch. That 1 inch of change. I mean, I did go into this wanting like a bikini body and stuff, but I also went into this because I wanted to take better care of myself, and I do feel like I'm doing that. What I can say is that I have noticed that I'm a lot more mindful about my workouts now. Chloe talks about a mind-muscle connection, I think is what she calls it, where as you're doing the specific exercises, your mind is really connected to the muscle that you're working, which is something that I hadn't been doing prior to Chloe's workout. So that's a major difference, because I'm very acute. I'm like acutely aware of what muscles I'm working, and I'm also very much in the moment too. I think emotionally, over the past year, I had been using, part of the reason for the workouts was I wasn't particularly happy, so it was like escapism really for my mind. It was a way of bringing myself into the present moment, not needing to really think about much of anything. But often enough I'd be feeling perhaps a little bit tense or angry whilst I'm in the middle of a workout, and then I'd end up pushing myself really hard, and like anger is and frustration are not good reason. They're certainly not good reasons to work out, but they're also not good. It's not healthy, I don't think, to work out whilst you're feeling that way, because there is no mind-muscle connection when you feel like that. You're just letting off steam, and when you do that, you're not really, you're not looking after your muscle groups as you're working out. You're gonna strain something, and I used to strain stuff all the time. I used to do something weird to my neck all the time, and I think it's just because you're like really tense, and then you're like like stretching muscles out, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So I've become very aware of that. That perhaps that was a thing that I was doing, and now I'm not, because now I'm really focusing on the mind-muscle connection. It's helping me to really be in the present moment, and I actually feel really relaxed because I'm just hyper-focused on what I am currently physically doing, almost where my head is relatively empty. I'm not really thinking about tomorrow or what I'm going to do later today. I'm not thinking about the past, and for someone who has previously, well, I mean, it's, I'm sure, no secret that I've suffered with depression since I was 14. I was diagnosed with depression when I was 14. So I've dealt with bouts of depression on and off throughout my whole adult life and teenage life. And interestingly, working out is it's helping, right? It's helping to bring me into the present moment, which I think is the issue with depression. But I mean, that's another subject for another day. But you know, I there's definitely a lot of mental changes, even if there aren't physical changes. So, you know, I'm very, very happy that I'm only 2 weeks in and I'm like realizing a lot of stuff and I'm feeling a lot of stuff. It's pretty awesome. The just like my self-awareness is like boom, light bulb, which is really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my day 15 workout. So it's day 22 and it is crazy, crazy hot today. So I'm afraid you're just going to have to deal with me being basically half naked. Let's go. So this is day 23 and I haven't worked out for a week. So technically it's not day 23, but we're counting the days that I'm actually working out for. I've been pretty ill for the last week-ish, so I haven't worked out during that time. So I'm going to see how I go today. I'm going to be kind to myself and go gentle, because I'm like out of touch, out of sync, whatever, with the exercises, and they are increasing in intensity. I think you can probably hear it a little bit in my voice that I'm not totally 100% yet, but today is the first day that I actually feel like I have some energy. So I've really been missing the workouts, so I want to get back to it. So I'm probably not going to complete them, but I'm going to do what I can. to remind myself, the reason my legs and butt are the shape that they are is because I'm doing exercises like this. But fuck me, I'm done with lunges. Yes, we did it. Day 27, 1 day to go. It is the last day and I am so excited and I am so proud of myself for getting, to the end, for sticking with it and just, I'm here. It's the last day. It's flown by. I feel really elated. Like I woke up this morning like, it's the last day, and it's not even like, yes, it's the last day and then it's all over. I don't feel like that at all. I feel like I'm just going to continue. I love this now. I love it. And when I first started, I didn't hate it. I was determined enough to continue with it, but it was hard. It was so hard. I couldn't finish I couldn't finish the workouts, and I didn't have like the stamina to finish them, and a lot of the exercises I just couldn't do them. I didn't have like the strength to do them, and now I do. In just 20 odd days, in just 4 weeks, I'm now able to do this stuff. And so it's not, like I say, it's not like a, yes, it's all over now. It's a like, yes, I made it to the last day of this workout program, and now I can do this stuff, and I'm so proud of myself that I made it this far, right? And I didn't just like give up. I didn't give up. And I'm really, really proud of myself that I stayed determined and I stuck with it. I am really excited to finish this so I can start the next one, honestly. So here we go. Last day workout. Yes. I did it. I finished it. And I did an extra little workout at the end there, and my whole body aches. But it's a good ache, you know? It's a really good ache. Like, I really worked myself and I pushed my body to its limit today. And I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself that I finished it. I did it. Yes, I did it, you guys. I did it. And I'm going to celebrate today. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate because I finished it. I finished it, you guys. I'm so proud of myself. I did it. I did it. So here we are. The big reveal. How many inches did I lose? So, final measurements. Bust, 35. Waist, 31. Belly, 37. Hips, 39. Right thigh, 26. And left thigh, 26. So I have lost 1 inch everywhere, and I've lost 2 inches from my stomach. So you can see in the before and after here that my stomach does look flatter and my butt does look firmer. My legs have also evened out, so we're 26 and 26, whereas before I was 2 inches smaller with one leg than the other. Editor Alice here. I'm sorry for the glare on my glasses. I just wanted to wrap up the video, I suppose, with a conclusion. So, as you can see from my before and after, the differences are subtle. However, just me in myself, in my me and my body, I have definitely noticed a lot of differences. A few weeks ago, I did talk about the mental differences that I have noticed, and those differences have definitely grown, and I am feeling a lot more relaxed mentally, and my self-confidence has really boosted as well, because I've proved to myself that I can take on a challenge and I can stick with it and stay determined and complete it. And not only that, but I'm seeing the physical results of it as well. So it's a huge confidence boost. Physically speaking, the differences are like night and day. To me being inside this body, you know, from the outside the differences are subtle, but from the inside, my legs are like pure muscle now, and my butt is definitely smaller and firmer, and my stomach is a lot flatter than it was. I have less jiggle to me now, which I'm really, really happy about. I'm a lot more mindful how I move my body in just general everyday stuff. If I'm lifting something from the floor, I'm now lifting with my legs. Since I've been doing like deadlifts, and my coordination has really built up, I'm just going about things differently now. I'm feeling that I have a lot more strength in my legs, and I definitely have more strength in my arms as well. When I first started this process, I wasn't able to lift my own body weight off of the floor, and now I can. So the differences are really, really noticeable, and I feel like I've caught like the fitness bug now. This is challenging my body, it's changing my body, it's changing my mindset, it's changing the way that I approach things, physically speaking, as I say, in my everyday life. And I'm so happy with these changes, and that's it now. I am now a fitness nut. Like, I never thought that I would ever be interested in fitness. Now I love it. I can't wait to get up in the morning and to have a workout. And on my rest days, I still feel like I'm doing something constructive, because I know I'm letting my body rest, and that's when the magic happens. That's when my muscles are healing and they're like re-healing in a stronger way. And even then, I can't wait until the next day. Even if I have 2 rest days back to back, I can't wait for the second rest day, because I know that morning I'm going to look at myself in the mirror and I'm going to see the changes. So if you're watching this because you're considering getting into fitness, you're getting into doing home workouts, and maybe you're feeling like you want to lose a few extra pounds, or you want to get toned, or you want to feel stronger, or maybe you're not feeling particularly happy emotionally, you know, or maybe you're depressed or suffering with anxiety, then I can absolutely say that given this experiment, and you've now watched my journey from start to not really finish, but at least finish this particular workout, this Get Toned challenge. And I say not finished because I know I'm never going to be finished now. That's it. I'm just going to continue to do these workouts, and I absolutely love them. I so recommend them. And I really hope that you watching me going through right from the beginning, when I wasn't really fit at all, to now being able to do these exercises and having these victories along the way, I really hope that that's inspired you to get on the same path. You know, you can do it. Like, fuck, I mean, if I can do it, then you absolutely can do it. All it takes is that decision. Once you've made the decision, I am going to do this, and I am going to push through it, and I am going to stick with it, and I'm going to remain consistent. That right there is like 90% of the battle. I absolutely recommend Chloe. Go and check out her videos. I will link her website and her YouTube channel in the description below so you can get started. And, you know, just do it. Just do it. Just start. Just start. I really feel like this is the beginning of a whole new way of life for me, and it can be for you too. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey. Thank you for being witness to my, what feels like a miraculous change in me. And I'm really excited to share more progress with you in the future. If you haven't already, you know, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. I believe in you. And I will see you in the next one.